In a quiet but strategic move, the West has launched a new front in the global power game, one that doesn't involve missiles or trade wars, but icebreakers, oil rigs, and rare earth drills. It is called the Ice Pact, short for International Coalition for the Environment. The Ice Pact is a multilateral agreement forged between the United States, Canada, Norway, Denmark, and select EU nations. On paper, it's about environmental stewardship and scientific cooperation in the Arctic. But beneath the surface, it's a calculated response to the growing assertiveness of Russia and China in the world's northernmost frontier. The Arctic is melting, literally. Climate change has accelerated the retreat of polar ice, opening up previously inaccessible sea routes and exposing vast reserves of untapped natural resources. What was once a frozen wasteland is now a geopolitical goldmine. The Northern Sea route, which hugs Russia's Arctic coastline, is becoming navigable for longer periods each year, slashing shipping times between Europe and Asia. China, though not an Arctic nation, has declared itself a near-Arctic state and is investing heavily in icebreaker fleets and Arctic research bases. Russia, meanwhile, has militarized its Arctic zones, built new ports, and deployed nuclear-powered icebreakers to assert dominance over the region. Here enters the Ice Pact. While its language emphasizes sustainability and cooperation, the architecture is unmistakably strategic. It enables member nations to pool resources for Arctic expeditions, share satellite data, and coordinate icebreaker deployments. More importantly, it lays the groundwork for future exploration and extraction of oil, gas, and rare earth minerals buried beneath the Arctic seabed. The pact also includes provisions for joint infrastructure developments like floating research stations that double as drilling platforms and autonomous underwater vehicles that can map mineral deposits in sub-zero conditions.
The North is opening up. There's many reasons to be up there. There's natural resources. There's also all sorts of there's security issues. There's resource development. It seemed to make sense.
This isn't just about energy. It's about control. The Arctic holds an estimated 13% of the world's undiscovered oil and 30% of the untapped natural gas. Add to that the growing importance of rare earth elements, which are used in everything from fighter jets to smartphones, and the stakes becomes even higher. China currently dominates the global supply of rare earths, but Arctic deposits could shift that balance. The Ice Pact gives Western nations a legal and logistical framework to challenge that dominance, while also countering Russia's aggressive resource nationalism.
Russia has never threatened anybody in the Arctic, but we are watching very closely the recent developments. We develop our response capabilities by enhancing our combat capabilities and upgrading military infrastructure.
Icebreakers are the new aircraft carriers. These hulking ships, capable of smashing through thick polar ice, are essential for maintaining year-round access to Arctic routes and resource zones. The US is ramping up its icebreaker production, while Canada and Norway are upgrading their fleets with dual-use capabilities, scientific research by day and strategic surveillance by night. The Ice Pact ensures these assets are deployed not just for exploration but for deterrence. It's a signal to Moscow and Beijing: the Arctic is not yours alone.
Well, it's a partnership, and we have a shared responsibility for the North. So this is a unique and very opportune partnership that allows us to leverage the strength of both our countries in terms of maritime Arctic protection. The North is becoming more and more accessible. There's more and more rivalries in the North, and so we have to be prepared to assert our sovereignty out there.
But the race isn't just military or economical. It is also technological. The Ice Pact encourages innovations in cold weather robotics, AI-driven resource mapping, and sustainable drilling techniques. These advancements could redefine how nations extract resources in extreme environments, setting new standards for efficiency and environmental impact. In essence, the Arctic is becoming a laboratory for the next generation of strategic infrastructure. So while the headlines focus on trade wars in the South China Sea or the Eastern Europe, a quieter, colder race is underway. The Ice Pact is more than just a treaty. It's a blueprint for Arctic dominance. And as the ice melts, the competition heats up. The question is no longer of who owns the Arctic, but who can unlock its potential first.